When I'm talking about bodybuilding, I'm not talking about standing on a stage drug-enhanced with a fake tan in a little G-string, having stripped away every ounce of body fat. This is not healthy and not what bodybuilding is supposed to be. What we need over 50 is to build our bodies, developing them in such a way to protect us from injury, illness, and disease, things that we become more susceptible to as we age. Bodybuilding should be about creating a natural, strong, muscular, and aesthetic physique through resistance training and good nutrition. The muscle balance that comes with this improves our posture and protects our joints, like our knees, where they work as shock absorbers, making sure our joints stay in proper alignment with a symmetrical aesthetic that doesn't allow one muscle to be overdeveloped, pulling us out of line against a weaker, underdeveloped muscle, protecting us from pain, especially in the most common areas like knees, hips, and back. Osteoarthritis is a disease that affects the tissues in our joints, causing them to break down, and is more common in older people. Knee osteoarthritis is well studied, and they found a relationship between muscle weakness and the symptoms of osteoarthritis, including pain. The more muscle strength you have, the less pain you'll experience. We should look at this in two ways. Those of us who are over 50 and still relatively pain-free want to continue to train and build muscle to protect our joints and ourselves from future debilitating pain. For those who are already experiencing pain from arthritis and may feel any sort of strength training would be far too painful, they did an interesting study using people over 50. When we think of strength training, we might think we need to train heavy, like with 80% of our 1-rep max. Well, in this study, they had one group exercise with 60% of their 1-rep max for 3 sets of 8 reps, which isn't anywhere near failure. Then they had a second group work with only 10% of their 1-rep max, but they increased the volume to 10 sets of 15 repetitions 3 times a week. This would be an exceptionally light weight. We need to make our workouts progressive, but we can start light and gradually work our way up as our joints and tendons allow us. What they found is after 8 weeks, both groups had significant improvement in knee pain, physical function, and muscle torque. The great news here is you can start where you're at. You don't need to be lifting heavy to start feeling better. Weight training, when done right, doesn't just protect our joints, but it strengthens our bones, keeping them strong and protecting us from fractures. Without exercise, as we age, our bones gradually weaken. This happens to both men and women, but women over 50 are at a higher risk of developing osteoporosis, a bone-weakening disease. One thing bodybuilders are very good at is getting super lean into the single-digit body fat levels. Much of this is done through nutrition, but another thing that helps is their increased metabolic rate. Now, I'm not proposing we should be striving for single-digit fat levels. There's a healthy range, and it's big, but you can be too lean just as much as you can carry too much fat, which tends to be more of a problem as we get older and our metabolism starts to slow down. We can use weight training to reverse this and reignite our metabolism. They took 12 untrained men and put them on an 18-week resistance training program. They trained twice a week, doing 3 sets of 15 repetitions on 10 different exercises. They found while the weight training subjects' overall body mass didn't change, they gained 2.1 kilograms of fat-free mass and lost the equivalent in fat mass. This additional lean mass resulted in a significant increase in their average daily metabolic rate. So they burn more calories every day, even though they're only training twice a week. Staying at a healthy body fat percentage helps to protect us from a host of illnesses, including high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. They took a group of 62 older adults and had them do a progressive resistance training program 3 times a week for 16 weeks. After this time, they found the participants had increased lean mass, reduced systolic blood pressure, and decreased trunk fat mass. Looking and feeling good, whether fully dressed or naked, with the energy of a much younger person, are all great reasons for bodybuilding over 50. But to get this look, there are a few things we need to be doing. To find out what they are, watch this video next and keep working out while having fun. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50. We'll talk to you again in the next one.